Hello, anyone and everyone. My name's April. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a little different take on the November TBR. I found this project on Amazon and I've been eyeballing it for a while. I kind of thought it was really pretty, really unique. It's sort of a moon with blossoms and it's done with a paint by number style studs. I'll show kind of like little zoom ups of that, but it was fun. It was enjoyable, but it did take me quite a long time. So I'm going to have this going in the background. You're going to watch the progression and I'm going to talk about some books with you guys. I hope you kind of like this new little change up little take. I just didn't want to keep just sitting with the same old background, just talking to you guys, just looking at my face the whole time. Like I thought, if it was me, I think I would enjoy watching something more artistic in the background. I definitely find myself attracted to watching sort of planner journal, bullet journal style artistic videos where they just are coloring or drawing or designing or setting up their buju's. And I find just watching them and listening to them is much more interesting. So I thought I'd throw this in here, try out something a little bit different. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get on with the books. Okay, so the first book I want to talk about is going to be an audiobook. It's called They Never Learn, and it's by Lane Fargo. This book follows two perspectives. You have Carly, who's a freshman starting university, and then you have, or college, and then you have another perspective, which is Scarlett. She is a university professor. Carly has sort of a not so great family life with her father being, it seems like it's going to be like an emotional abuse, not 100% sure. So we're following sort of her very quiet, very introvert, not really a social butterfly. We're following her as she's entering this new sort of life. She's going to be staying in a dorm, and her roommate is sort of the opposite. She is very outgoing, very bubbly, very social, very extrovert. So the other perspective is Scarlett. This is kind of in the synopsis, so I don't think I'm spoiling anything, but if I am, I apologize. She likes to make an example of men that abuse women in either emotional, physical, or sexual way, and she does that by pinpointing one to make an example of and murdering him, making it look like suicide. This sounds amazing. This just sounds like such a good time. Like a go team girl, go team woman, I have heard that it is a little bit sapphic. It'll just be something a little bit different, very much out of my normal comfort. It's a thriller. I don't usually pick up thrillers. I'm not really a person who goes towards thrillers. I tend to go away from them, but I really want to change it up. I'm really trying to get out of my comfort zone. I'm really trying to start checking out some new things. So I'm really pumped about this one. Again, this will be on audio. I will be buddy listening with my best friend, and I'm so excited to hear her perspective. She tends to really like true crime sort of stuff, so I'm excited to hear what she has, her thoughts, and what she experiences with this book. And I will let you guys know at the end of the month or some point during the month what our thoughts are on that. And then the next audiobook I'm going to be listening to is going to be Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline. Number one fan of Ready Player One. Number one fan. Like, this is my all-time favorite book of all time. All the books stacked on top of the pile of books I have read. And even though my bookshelf might not be massive, I've read quite a lot of books. This is my all-time favorite book, especially being narrated by Will Wheaton. Like, I got like a slight chill because I just love it so much. Will Wheaton, I have like a voice crush on him. Only because he nailed it. He did such a great job with Ready Player One. And so I'm super pumped to listen to Ready Player Two. I have actually had it in my Audible library since it released, which I don't even remember when it released. I just know that I had it pre-ordered and I had it sitting in there for a long time. I'm hoping to get the second book physical copy of it, but currently I'm just going to listen to it just because I love Will Wheaton being a narrator, and since he's doing the second one, yes. Um, I I I feel like if I talk about what this next one is, it's going to kind of spoil the first one, but I apologize if I do. But Ready Player Two follows the high five, so that's Wade and his four other sort of companions that help him with finding the Easter egg in the first book, which the Easter egg is like a hidden message or a hidden sort of prize that is hidden in the video game of the Oasis, which is a virtual reality world created by James Halliday. And it's the second book is following the high five, which is Wade and his friends, after the quest or after the competition. And it seems like, and I've already started listening to this one, it seems like it follows the high five as they are going to be going on another quest for another Easter egg in the game. And so far I'm loving it, mostly because I just like listening to Will Wheaton read. He's just good. He did a great job. I just like it. Anyway, so that'll be the only other Audible book or audio book that I'll be listening to this month. If I pick up any others, I'll let you know at the end of the month. But those are the two that are on my TBR. And now the next books I'm going to be reading physically, there's four of them. Do I have four of them? Yeah, four of them. The first one I picked up at a recent shopping trip to Barnes and Noble. It's called It Ends in Fire by Andrew Schwartz. Is it just me, or does somebody, when they hear that last name, think of the movie Spaceballs? Like believe in the Schwartz, you know? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Side note. Hopefully I'm not making myself sound too old by knowing that movie, but it's a fantasy that is sort of a revenge story. The synopsis reads as this. As a child, Alka witnessed her parents' brutal murder at the hands of the wizards before she was taken in by an underground rebel group. Now, Alka is deep undercover at the most prestigious school of magic in the Republic, Blackwater Academy, a place where status is everything, where decadent galas end in blood-splattered duels, where every student has their own agenda. To survive, Alka will have to lie, cheat, kill, and use every trick in her spy's toolkit. And for the first time in her life, the fiercely independent Alka will have to make friends in order to recruit the misfits and the outcasts into her motley rebellion. But even she draws closer to victory, to vengeance. She seeks deeper into danger as suspicious professors and murderous rivals seek the traitor in their mists, and dark revelations unravel her resolve. Can Alka destroy the twisted game without becoming a part of it? It just sounds so amazing. So it's like fantasy, spy, revenge. I mean, what? And like a game sort of thing? Like a wizard society? Like, yes, sign me up. So did I buy it? Of course I bought it. Am I going to read it like as soon as possible? Okay, so that's going to be one of the physical reads. The next one I am freaking pumped for. I saw this reviewed by another booktuber, but I don't remember who, to be honest with you. I think I've heard it a couple times mentioned. It was released in 2017, so it's an older book, but I don't know. I was really just feeling this style book. I'm really enjoying that sort of piratey ocean voyage on the sea adventure sort of thing. I do want to get Fable because I heard that that's sort of along the same thing. But I really enjoyed the YA fantasy of All the Stars and Teeth and All the Tides of Fate. It's a duology. I really enjoyed that one. So I feel like I wanted something to continue on, and when I heard about this one, it kind of pumped me up for it. So this next book on my TBR physical read is going to be Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller. Ooh, it's a cool last name. Anyway, this one, I'll again read the synopsis to you. Um, it says, sent on a mission to retrieve an ancient hidden map, the key to a legendary treasure trove, 17-year-old pirate captain Alosa deliberately allows herself to be captured by her enemies, giving her the perfect opportunity to search their ship. More than a match for the ruthless pirate crew, Alosa has only one thing standing between her and the map: her captor, the unexpectedly clever and unfairly attractive first mate Ryden. But not to worry, for Alosa has a few tricks up her sleeve, and no lone pirate can stop the daughter of the Pirate King. The book, for one, is pretty awesome. I mean, I can't really show you, but it's got like pictures of the kind of the layout of the ship that this book takes part on. I read the blurb on the cover as well and pretty much jumped this to the top of my TBR just because this is what I'm feeling. Maybe, I don't know what it is. I feel like now that I'm thinking back, I've picked quite a lot of books where it's like women like seeking out and becoming like the true hero of the day sort of thing. I guess I'm like team women this November, but I guess minus Ready Player 2. But anyway, so the blurb says, readers should rejoice because we now have a Lady Jack Sparrow on our hands, and that was by Anna Banks. Jack Sparrow in female form, just, it works. It makes me excited. It makes me really want to pick this book up. So I actually ordered this on Thrift Books. It's an online thrift store, and I got it for just like $3-4, and it's in wonderful shape. It's a hardcover, and I'm really excited to pick this one up. So this is the next one on my physical read. And then I have like a continuation. So the next book I want to read is Scarlet. And this is the second one in the Lunar Chronicles. This one follows sort of a Little Red Riding Hood retelling. Now, the characters from the first book, their perspectives still continue into this next book, but we're going to be adding on two new characters. We have Scarlet, who is a young girl that her grandmother goes missing mysteriously. The police calm her and say, hey, we're going to stop looking for her after I think a few weeks of looking, and we just deem her that she left on her own. Now, she didn't want to take that for an answer. She decides she's going to take it into her own hands and look for her grandmother. She enlists the help of another character named Wolf, and he's a street fighter that seems to have a secret that might lead her to her grandmother. And I'm pretty excited to continue this series. I really loved the first one, and I'm really, really excited for this next one. And then the last physical book that I'm going to be reading is We Hunt the Flame. And this one's by Hafsa Faisal. This one I will read the back to you. But I picked this one up mostly because I liked the setting. It seems like the setting is going to be in sort of an Arabia style setting. And I think that's just really cool. I haven't really read too much in that sort of setting. So I'm really pumped for this one. The back says, Zafira is the hunter, disguising herself as a man when she braves the cursed forests of the Ars to feed her people. Nazir is the Prince of Death, assassinating those foolish enough to defy his autocratic father, the Sultan. If Zafira is exposed as a girl, all of her achievements will be rejected. If Nazir displays his compassion, his father will punish him in the most brutal of ways. Both Zafira and Nazir are legends in the kingdom of Arawiya. But neither wants to be. War is brewing, and the Ars sweep closer with each passing day, and engulfing the land in shadow. while Zephyra embarks on a quest to uncover a lost artifact that can restore the magic to her suffering world and stop the R's, Nazir is sent by the Sultan on a similar mission: retrieve the artifact and kill the hunter. But an ancient evil stirs as their journey unfolds, and the prize they seek may pose a threat greater than either can imagine. Set in a richly detailed world inspired by ancient Arabia, We Hunt the Flame is gripping debut of discovery and conquering fear and taking the identity into your own hands. Sold. All right, so that one's going to be the last book on my physical TBR. I don't have too many I didn't give myself too many this month. I gave myself 6, which I feel like is such a good number to do this month, especially because the end of the month I have family coming to visit for Thanksgiving. It's going to be a little bit more challenging to find time to read. And I do know that one of my audiobooks is pretty long. So Ready Player 2 is very long. So I know it's going to take me a little bit of time to get through. I have other books that I could pick up, but I'm not going to mention them just because I don't want to set myself up for failure. I want to definitely set myself up for success. And I hope you guys appreciate this new take on a TBR. If you do, let me know with a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate every one of you, and I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your day, night, evening, whatever it may be. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.